Hey guys, King Tim 420 here. Today I just want to talk about how I'm mixing up my soil for these next runs and everything that I'm putting in my soil when I mix it up. So here, let's get to it. So basically what I've done is I got a compost soil from my dad's company there. So I could get it really cheap. And I mixed it half and half with Canna cocoa. Honestly, you guys, I don't really recommend using the Canna cocoa. I just had some around still. I recently found out that there's trace metal elements in it that aren't really good for your plant. So I'm switching the cocoa that I use. But anyhow, yeah, so I went 50-50 to thin out the soil because it's super potent stuff. But anyhow, so right now I'm not going to be using the soil right away. I got it cooking for about 2 weeks. And what I have put in my soil is I put in the 6-8-12 whatchamacallit there, the Schmitz. I put in 2 tablespoons of that, 2 tablespoons of the Gaia Green 444, and 2 tablespoons of the Gaia Green 284. And I like to feed the microbial life a bit in the soil with a bit of molasses. So I threw in about 2 tablespoons of molasses. And I mixed it all up. And I got this beautiful soil here, as you guys can see. Really nice stuff. And basically, so now that'll be good enough for the entire veg, basically. Because that should be good for about a month to a month and a half before it actually needs a top dressing. And I don't think I'll be vegging them for, over a month and a half. So, yeah. So that'll be good enough for the vegetation right there, and then I'll be top dressing them with the 284 when we get into bud, right? And I'm gonna try top dressing some of them with the or at least 1 or 2 of them with the Schmitz. I'm not sure yet, just to see which performs better. Do a comparison and whatnot. I am using the Schmitz on a few plants right now in this current run. But yeah. We'll see. Well, we'll see how it works, right? Like, I've read some stuff online about it, pretty good. So, it's gotten some good reviews from quite a few people. So, but I've never used it, so I don't know. And it's only here in Canada, I know that. So, but yeah. And then what I'm gonna do for the first, well, pretty all of the waterings, pretty much, watering them to keep my health soil up. My soil health, I should say. I'll be using the whatchamacallit here, the soil activated treasure, right? That'll help with whole sorts of things with your soil, feed the microbial life, give it molasses, so I won't have to be using the molasses during watering. It gives it a CalMag, tons of other stuff. It also just helps add more microbial life too. It helps soften up your soil. It, yes, does add worm castings. It adds a whole bunch of other stuff, but honestly, you guys, it does way more than just worm castings does. So when you get it, people asking stupid questions, sorry, I'm trying to keep the algorithm. So I'm trying not to get age restricted on this video, you guys. I want to get some videos that aren't age restricted. But anyhow, yeah, I'm using that for to keep up the soil health, right, during the vegetation, and I'll be doing it during the bud too. But anyhow, you guys, that's what I'm doing now with the soil this time. If you can get compost soil yourself, I highly recommend, doing like a 50-50 mix with like the Pro Mix, or with cocoa in the soil, in the compost soil. Like, if you're able to go to your local hydro shop and get compost soil, even if it's a little bit more expensive than your Pro Mix or whatever, I highly recommend it, because you will be cutting down on how much Gaia Green or Down Earth or whatever you use, right? So you'll be saving money there too. But anyhow, you guys, you stay safe and peace.